Hey everybody, Mobile Gamers Unite here. Trying to just share a little bit of luck with you. I got something really cool today. Pretty much, I haven't been having the most luck on dragon runs, trying to get SSRs. And I've just been running the level 60. Even when I've ran the 65, it hasn't really mattered. I haven't picked up anything really new from dragon runs. And today, something changed. When I ran the dragon for my main account, I didn't get anything. But when I decided to run the level 60 Dark Dragon for my alt account, oddly enough, I did get a drop, an SSR drop, on my main account. I just got a bunch of SSR scrolls on my alt, but on my main account, I actually got something cool to drop, which I'm kind of excited about. It is a bow. That should pretty much tell you what it is. It's not the Extreme Magic Bow. I do have one of those. This is a new item for me. It's Aura's bow, or I think it's something like that. But I do believe it is the bow that increases your range. Yeah, I think you take a slight damage penalty, but increases your range. And it's something that I wanted to use on Sigma, but I just never had one. So now maybe I'll get a chance to try that out. So if anybody, I mean, I'm sure other people out there have this bow. I don't think it's as rare as the Extreme Magic Bow. I've just never seen one. Actually, it might be a little more rare because I've never seen one on my alt account either. The two bows that always drop for me are the Hydra Bow and the Bloody Mess. Those are the two that I see tons of. I've even recycled a few of the Hydra Bow, and I think I have 3 of them at like max level. So, all right, what do we got going on over here? So anyway, I'll just finish this up real quick and we'll have a look at this thing. Like I said, I can't wait to see what it can do for or if it can do anything at all actually for my little buddy Sigma. I do if I recall correctly off the top of my head, his range is a factor when it comes to how much damage he does. I don't know if he can squeeze in some extra damage from having Aura's bow and maybe offset the damage penalty on the bow itself and, pretty much get an extra block of range kind of for free type deal. That would be very cool. I just don't know yet. I'm going to have to check it out. But I am pretty excited about it. It's a new item, something that I didn't have. And those are becoming rare because I do have most items there. I need to work on my accessory game for sure. I do have a lot of the essentials though, like the Holy Arc or whatever that reflects damage. I got an Eye of the Beholder yesterday, but it was brought to my attention that that's not really that rare of an accessory. I guess, didn't have the best RNG for it. Other people brought up giant belts, and I do have a few of those, and that's what they compared the camera. That is what they compared the Eye of the Beholder to. And if that's about the rarity of it, that's cool. I needed it for my Rennie, so I was still happy to get it. But Aura's bow, or Earl's bow, whatever you want to call it, I am pretty excited about it. Anything that messes with range can be very useful, maybe even in PvP. I don't know. But if anybody out there is using Earl's bow, let me know. Is there anything I should know about it? Is there any particular characters it works the best with? I'm going to try it on Sigma. I do have other archers, obviously, but Sigma was just kind of like my first guess. You know what? We'll leave that little guy for Basil. Yeah, I was going to go right into the bow, and then I realized I still have one more dragon run to run. So I'm just going to kind of run it out real quick. We're almost done. I promise you guys, as soon as I get up there, it goes quick. Especially when I have Rennie over here to debuff everything. Yeah, I should probably hold it back. I am using Basil as a fusion buffer though. I don't want to just sacrifice him. Then this would take a while. But yeah, pleasantly surprised. This wasn't even my daily drop. I didn't expect to get anything at all from running, from just randomly running the level 60 dragon map. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to be hopeful for an SSR to come down on your daily run. So for one of them to randomly come down when you don't even have a daily and you're just trying to pretty much run another account, it's pretty cool, especially when it's something new, something you don't have, something you've been looking forward to. So that's pretty much what's going on today with me. I'm going to be leveling that weapon up. I'm going to see how effective it is. I think it's going to be pretty effective for certain characters where range is kind of like a big deal. What's going on over here? What do we need to do? Alright, we need to get ready to break this thing. That's what we need to do. Can Rennie break it from here? Oh, that's why I love Rennie. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Such a great example of just what Rennie does. Look at all those debuffs. Look at all those debuffs, and they're for 2 turns. I love it. In 2 turns, this guy's going to be torn in half. And that's all Rennie needs to do. That's it. Her stats don't matter. You just need to get her there and have her throw an attack. She doesn't even have Goddess's Blessing. You know. I absolutely love Rennie. She's one of my favorite characters. And that's just how it's going to be. I am going to bond her out next. I'm getting all the materials ready right now. My Rennie is going to be a nightmare. She already plays into the faction that I run. Cannot wait to run her with Boz. And Lana. There's a lot of people that are questioning whether or not they should start investing into a different mage right now. People that are questioning the game, sort of say, because they pulled Lamba, and say they just pulled Wicked Santa Claus. And obviously you have a Basil. And a lot of people are wondering, they're like, should I run this new fusion and run Boz that way and just have Lana sit to the side? My personal thing is, if your Lana's already 6k in power, I would hold off on that. I think you're better off running Lana and Basil and having Basil have his fusion power. Now, everybody's different. Everyone's account is different. But I don't know if I would just throw Lana away for Lambada, or whatever you guys want to call her, Lamba. But that's kind of like the trade-off, because either you're going to run Boz and Lana together, or you're going to run Boz and you're going to run Lamba together with Santa Claus as a fusion buffer. Those are the 2 big, hard-hitting mages for his faction. I just don't see too many Lambas really built up right now. And that's got to tell you something too. I mean, even my Lamba's alright. I did invest into her so I could play and review her, and I see how strong she is. But my Lamba is probably at 4,500. She's not even at the 5,000 mark yet. So I wouldn't trade up or stop working on my Lana to, I already got too much invested. So just that's my whole stance on that. But this whole new fusion is very cool that Santa uses. He is the fusion holder. Anything that gets rid of cooldowns for mages like Basil and Lamba, is just amazing. So I really can't wait to play around with that. Unfortunately for me, this is a character that I have on my alt account, so it's going to take me a minute to really use this guy and his little orbs and use his fusion and get Boz strong enough. it works well on my alt account because I haven't really invested into Lana. I just got Lana. I don't have Lamba on my alt. So I would, but this also gives me a chance to run a juggler as a tank, and I've wanted to do that for a while. So I'm going to be working on my juggler on my alt. I have already I've already started making adjustments and kind of started working on my juggler over there. So let's check out this new item I got. Whole point of this, before I ramble off into nothingness. What is this thing? Jeez, I hope it's the bow that I'm thinking of. It's gotta be. There's only a few bows in this game. But then again, I was wrong about the boots. I thought there was only 3 pairs of boots. I forgot the sprint boots. But in all technicality, there's only 3 pairs of boots that add +1 to your movement. The sprint boots let you move after you attack. Yeah, this is the bow. This is one of the bows that I have a shit ton of. Here's the rarest bow I have. The Extreme Magic Bow with its 20 intelligence and 16 attack and 9% attack, so it's alright. But this Bloody Melody, Bloody Melody, the Bloody Mess, have an extra one right here just laying around. And even those are startup, they just need to be leveled up. The Hydra Bow, I'm sure I should probably have a couple of those laying around if I didn't already. Here we go. I figured it'd be by the other bows. So here's my Hydra Bows. Here's an extra one just laying around. Here's the new bow that I got. Ulrus Bow. Ulrus Bow. Yeah. Earl's Bow. It's Earl's Bow, though. So physical damage decreases by 20%. Unit range increased by 1. Now, as you start this up, the damage, the reduction to damage goes down on it. Because obviously it's like the clothesline pull. From what I've seen so far. So we are going to try to put this on Sigma. And just kind of see what this does for him. I personally think it'll be pretty cool. He has that move where he does more damage to people the further they are away from him. So what I need to try to figure out, maybe somebody out there already knows this, but does this bow affect Sigma? Will it actually let you get some more damage using that, I don't know, what's it called, Wind Snipe, his sniper ability that has like a 5-block range? Will it let you get more damage if you're shooting 6 blocks, or is it max out at 5? I'm just going to have to mess with that. I don't even have the gold right now to level this thing all the way up to 20. But that's what I'm going to be working on, guys. Mobile Gamers Unite. I hope everyone's having an awesome day, and I hope to spread the luck to you. Maybe you'll pull an awesome SSR. Something new, something that you don't have. Doesn't even necessarily need to be the rarest thing. Of course, I would have rather taken a second Extreme Magic Bow, but I'm more than happy with that. That's new. Different mechanics to play with for different characters. Joshua's holding on to the Extreme Magic Bow, and he's doing a mighty fine skippy job of it. As far as extreme items like that, though, extreme items, Extreme Magic Bow, I do have 2 sets of Bloodline Magic Armor on here. I'll show you guys what I'm going to do with the second one. Because I feel like this item in particular, if you don't put it on the right character, I almost kind of feel like it's a waste, right? Anybody can trigger the Bloodline Magic Armor. All you have to do is have 100% health. So, but to fully take advantage of that, you want to be able to like spam the shit out of that ability. You want to be able to always... Because what it is when you're at 100% health, you take 40% less damage. Where is this girl? She should be up here. So as long as you can stay at 100% health, you can keep triggering that 40% damage reduction. And a unit like Farik, I think, is perfect for it. Last Rites. I'm sorry, I've been calling it the Bloodborne Magic Armor. No, I am talking about the Last Rites. I remember now. The Bloodline Magic Armor actually gives you 30% less damage. It's a 30% chance to take 30% less damage or something when you're getting physically attacked. So it's one of the best armors for a tank. It's what my armor's Bernie is wearing right now. So that's why that was on the mind. But the armor I'm talking about is Last Rites. This is my second last rites, and I decided to put it on Farik. This does give you 40% damage reduction when your hit points of the unit is at 100%. So for somebody like Farik that has lifesteal and that can just heal herself on her own, even if you're fighting somebody strong, if Farik has some damage on her, she can run away, heal up, and then she can attack somebody and really not have to risk the biscuit that much, because when they do hit her, she's going to take 40% less damage, and she's going to heal right back up. So I think, Farik is just a great candidate for last rites. I think the only better candidate really is Alta Muller off the top of my head. Let's see, who all can wear this? Yeah, because it's flyers and archers and rogues. Maybe I'm sure some of the sea monster characters would greatly benefit from it too. So pretty much this item is best in slot for a lot of characters, but I personally think to truly utilize it, you want some sort of self-heal. You want some kind of regenerate. You want to be able to heal yourself. You just want to be able to get to 100% hit points as quickly as possible all the time. And Alta Muller does a great job of that. I have noticed that Alta Muller's overall performance, strength, survivability, everything has gone through the roof since I have equipped last rites on him. But these are the rarest items I have. And actually, this, maybe you guys out there in YouTube land can help me out with this. How rare is this thing, the Seductress Dagger? I've only seen one. And I've only seen one on my alt. If somebody out there has a ton of these, let me know. But I think it's kind of rare because it does increase your crit. So it's very roguish. And then it adds fixed damage based off your stat when you land crits. So for some heroes, this is going to be extra fixed damage all the time because they're always critting. And Farik is actually a great candidate for that, right? Because she is crit based too. So actually I'm pretty happy. I think I have two of the best in slottish items for Farik. I just need to work on the rest of my stuff, and I need to finish leveling all of this up and roll some good runes, maybe get her to 6-star. But I'm going to be using this girl to try to cheese a lot of the upcoming 65 level content, because I just am noticing that these crazy ass buffs that they're putting on these heroes, and they've given us this character. And I think she can just be an amazing cheese grater, especially if you have a couple pieces of gear for her that just make her very deadly. And I was fortunate enough to get a second last rites, and I have the Seductress Dagger, so why not, right? I'm sure I could figure something out for a headpiece and an accessory. I know there's better things to put on her. This is just giving attack, skill, and hit points. But I probably should put some boots on here. Yeah. In fact, if I get a pair of sprint boots, I would want to put it on her if I can. I think sprint boots can be put on just about anyone. Anyway, Mobile Gamers Unite, thank you for sitting through another day of therapy with me. You guys have an awesome day. I hope a rare and unique SSR finds its way to you, and only you after me. Peace, everybody.